Surprise! I have a really exciting brand new secret project to bring to you today. It's probably hinted at in the title, but I'm gonna dig into it. And first, really quick, I just want to show you because I'm horrible with secrets, so let's just show you. So this right here is a screenshot of the very first video in what I hope will be a series of set or like preset writing sprints. So my idea is like they're intentional writing sprints, but they're like pre-filmed. They're not live. They're not going to be quite the same feel as a live writing sprint. They are more presets. So that video is going to release right after this video so you can see what I'm talking about. But first I wanted to explain what writing sprints actually are for people who have never heard of them and are super confused right now because I haven't explained it yet. And I also want to go into why they're so valuable and why I specifically made this style of a writing sprint, because personally I actually made this just for me. And I originally just wanted something that had really good music that was continuous so I didn't have to listen to ads, Spotify, but also didn't have words and fit the right mood of my story, and then was the exact time that I particularly like to sprint, which is usually 15 to 20 minutes. So I originally created this idea for myself, and then I was like, why am I not sharing this? This is something that I think a lot of people are gonna like. So without further ado, let's actually explain what I'm talking about. So if you Google writing sprints, you're gonna see a few key words here. First of all, it is a short burst of time, hence the sprint instead of a marathon. It is focused writing time, and it can be done by yourself or with a group of people. I'm so nervous I'm gonna spill. It really depends on your preference. Like for me, I prefer to sprint alone because I'm very easily distracted, and talking to other people just distracts me. But other people prefer to sprint in groups because it's very motivating and it's very, very much about accountability, because you have to tell people at the end, if you're in a group, how many words you got in that sprint. And so ultimately that's the last, I think the fourth thing, which is that the goal is to get as many words as possible. And that really pushes you, especially if you're the type of person who, I do this all the time, likes to really pick and choose the perfect word and spends way too much time thinking about this one word, and then at the end of the writing sprint you've written like 20 words. Give this video a like if you've ever done that before. I definitely have. So the idea is that it's going to push you to get as many words as possible, and your goal is more quantity versus quality, because of course, remember, you can edit it later. I don't actually know where writing sprints originated, but I first learned about it from Nanowrimo, and this is a whole other thing. I will link it below if you're curious and want to check it out. But the idea with Nanowrimo is to write an entire novel as fast as possible. So the November one is 50,000 words, and of course, if you're, again, like what I described, where you pick and choose one word at a time, it could take years to write that many. So if you're wanting to write a book fast, or if you're just wanting to push through a scene fast and see what happens, a writing sprint can be extremely valuable for you. I also want to bring up this book called 5,000 Words Per Hour by Chris Fox, because if you want to know more about this, like, I don't want to take too much more time describing writing sprints, but if you want to know more and you want to know how to just generally write faster and write smarter, like the tagline says, then you can go check out this book, and it's free. So I will link that below as well. My foot's falling asleep. So that's kind of the purpose behind a writing sprint, is to push you to be more focused, to write faster, to write as many words as possible. And did I say push you? I did. And also accountability if you write in a group. So now, how does it actually work? I kind of already spoiled it, didn't I? Basically, I'm hoping to make it a whole playlist of writing sprints that are preset. So they're pre-filmed, put together. It took me hours to put this together because I wanted it to be really good. But the idea is a very specific writing time with a timer counting down in the corner somewhere, and then mood music to fit your particular story. So I'm super excited, and I have tons of ideas for other moods that I want to do. But this first one, I chose dramatic because it's very fantasy epic and it fits what I'm writing. So again, I originally made it for me. And then last but not least, I added encouraging quotes, just things that I came up with as I was thinking, like, if I look away from my story, what do I want to see that's going to push me to keep going? And so I added a bunch of those in. I just have so many ideas for all the different, like, I could do tons of different timestamps. I could do 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I could even do maybe a 40-minute. That seems like a little bit of a stretch. I'm just super excited about this idea because I've used it a few times already myself. Okay, I've used it a bunch of times already, and I absolutely love it. And so I want to release that video today. And again, this video was more just to introduce this series. I still want to do other videos on my channel, but I really do want to make a series of specifically writing sprints. And so I already have told my patrons about this, and I've asked them to help me choose the different moods and things that fit their writing projects and the different time lengths. So I'm going to ask them to really help me to plan what these are going to be to fit their novels. So if you want to help me pick and choose, go check out my Patreon. I'll link that below. But ultimately, I'm about to post this video, this very first one, today. And so I just wanted to do this video to let you know like what it is and how to use it. So you can have it on in the background where you're just hearing it. You don't have to look at it at all. Or you can have it like side by side. You can like do a split screen so that you're able to glance over and get those encouragements. Oh, I almost spilled. Those encouraging, you know, like keep going, you've got this, and all the other stuff that I put in there. So I won't spoil it for you, but I will link it below so you can go check that out as soon as it goes live. And then also, I really hope you like it. So if you like this idea, give it a thumbs up, or let me know in the comments if you like this idea, because I don't know how it's gonna go, but I'm really excited about it, so I hope you do. Also, since it is Camp Nanowrimo, well, today, I'm filming this on July 1st. I'm gonna release this tomorrow, so Camp Nanowrimo just started. We are obviously very focused on writing our novels this month, so I am gonna pull out my novel writing planner. If you guys are curious, I'll link this below too. But essentially, it lets you do all kinds of goals and word counts, and then here is where I do my word tracking. So every time I do a writing sprint, I put the amount there, and then I add them all up, and I add up the total at the end of the day. And so things like that are really cool. I also, this is again linked below, but I also really am excited to use these stickers from my friend Mandy Lynn. She has them over on her website. I will link these below too, because I've been saving them for like more serious writing days because I haven't written big chunks yet. But this month I'm really excited to use these. Hold on, there's more. Let me show you. Yay! So that's all I had for you today. Penny wanted to say hi. Can you say hi to everybody? Thank you, baby. And we hope you guys have an amazing writing month this NaNoWriMo, Camp NaNoWriMo, and we'll talk to you again very soon. Right, Penny?